Hey, well, I'm back and it has been a long while. From now on, I wanted to kind of make content around helping people. So, like, I read books. Well, since I have access to Korean books and English books, maybe if I can read them and then share the information within the books briefly, then it might help people who are in, like, in the poorer side of countries. So, third world countries such as countries from Africa and countries like Laos, Philippines, Vietnam, places like that. So perhaps books from a more developed country like Korea might help those um, people there. So with those intentions, I wanted to start fixing on this new concept of creating short videos that might help those people if they saw my videos about some Korean books that I reviewed. Alright, so the first book I want to start off with is called 은리의 금융문맹 탈출. So, translate this, it means John Lee's way of escaping or way of learning economics. So, basically, explains the fundamentals of economics in Korea and other places, as when it comes to stocks, when you should invest on stocks, why people fail on investing on stocks, and strategies in order for you to succeed on your investments when it comes to stocks. Uh, that and he also goes over like brief history about world economics. So he goes over uh, brief uh, history about Korean and Japanese economics and why. I don't know what this word. Hmm, oh, and he also, after going over those histories, he also explains what are the standards of you not knowing economics at all. So if you're below this, if you don't know these amounts, or at least these basic rules about economics, you're considered not knowledgeable when it comes to economics. So he goes over those fundamental stuff, and there's also like this Q&A part of the book, which uh, you know, predicts what sort of question you might have about what he said. So if I take one out of this, so one example of this question and Q&A section of the book, it says, uh, I, so the creator of this book, John Lee, basically recommends people to start up their own business over getting a job. People questioned why, people questioned if this would, if, since there's like some sort of well, there there's this common thought that starting your own business is harder than getting a job, and why it's more risky. So it's harder for you to get rich using that method. And he explains why uh, starting your own business is more likely in your favor when it comes to you wanting to get rich. So basically, he says that the knowledge that we have about starting up, so this misconception about thinking that it's hard for us to start up our own business and that it's risky is common, and it's only a misconception because in actuality it's actually harder for you to get rich uh, as an employee because, well, first, for example, in Korea you have to get through like 1 out of 200 probability in order to get yourself hired into a big company like Samsung. So he explains that if it's that hard to get into a big company like that in order for you to get rich, wouldn't it be quicker and easier for you to start up your own your own business in that time. So there are sections like these where he predicts what sort of question you might about what he says. And overall, this book isn't the easiest, but like it has some comic sections like these, which might help you better understand. And so those are the good parts of this book. And if you're just starting out and you want to know the basics of of economics, I suggest you sort of search up reviews of this if you don't know Korean, or if you have Korean friends, you can ask them to maybe get an English version of this, because this I feel like is a great starter when it comes to um, filling up knowledge about economics. And with that being said, hopefully this helped a few people. And that's the end of the video. I'll see you on the next one.